Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. It is Sunday, and we are here to just chit chat. Now, it has been a roller coaster week when it comes on to the weather. However, guys, we just have to go ahead and do what we have to do regardless of the temperature. So I was thinking that this week was going to be amazingly warm, but unfortunately, no, today's not even warm either. Welcome, Jill. Welcome, Joy. Welcome, Rosie. Welcome, Claudia. Kenya is here. And let me scroll and see who was here pretty early for the show. Okay, so now I'm moving. Okay, so Jill, Kenya, Claudia, Sabrina, welcome. Oldies but goodies, right? So I don't know what got into me today. So if my eyebrows are looking a little funny, ignore them because I have not filled out my eyebrows for such a long time. And I decided I'm going to fill them out today, but I totally forget to to pare them down, like this. So what you might not know is that most of the time when I come on here, it's just like my natural brow. So I don't really fancy up the brows or anything like that. I just kind of comb them back. But today I wanted to do my brows and I forget to, if you kind of do it like this and you kind of cut it off on the top like that and kind of make it look like, what those YouTube gurus normally do with their eyebrows. I used to do that with my brows too. I used to do some makeup videos. Some of you might not be aware of that. So if you are or have not yet seen my makeup videos, you can just go and scroll down to like my earlier videos on YouTube and you definitely will find some of those. And I actually was really, really good at doing all that makeup. Amelia, welcome. So 7 tips and AM and PM. Now before we start, there's something new that's going on right now on my screen. Now before I used to have when I'm using StreamYard, I used to have the chat right at the side. However, right now I can see the chat right in my face. That's kind of a new upgrade that sometimes I personally don't take the time to figure out how to use it. So I don't know if I can comment from the screen, but it's right here. Like now I could see Aminia, Elo, Jill, Rosie, SR, Kenya, Cynthia, and Joy. That's kind of nice, Joy. That's kind of nice. So what I've been missing all week, guys. I know I've been missing all week. I didn't even do any form of a live show this week, just totally missing. And that is because I have so much going on. It's like, life is life in, but this week I hope I'll be able to find a time to do some live shows. So what is really happening with your skin? Comment. So I got really burned I would say about 6 weeks ago, and I find that this is the first. Oh, I didn't even look at my neck, guys. I didn't even even it out like that. Ooh, what a thing. Anyone ever forget to finish their makeup? That's what happened today. Anyway, it's a little better. But anyway, guys, so what has been going on with you all? Yes, I was talking about my skin, and I find that it's taking forever. It's taken forever for my skin to get back to what it was. So this week, what I've been using on my skin is my turmeric products. And I am like totally blown away to know I don't really advertise the turmeric products for getting rid of suntan. However, there goes Shiva. I know she was going to be barking at me today because she was inside here in just a minute ago, and I gave her a treat, but she's very decent. She don't really eat at certain spot, like she wouldn't eat inside here. So she took her treat, she went out, and I knew she was going to finish the treat and want to come back in. But anyway, she'll be quiet in a minute. So, yeah. So I didn't know that the turmeric cream actually can get rid of suntan, because since I'm using the turmeric on my skin, I realized that my skin is coming back to. So I'm going to continue to use it this week. So if you're out there and you are like badly burned, not necessarily badly burned, but you've been in the sun, you can check out my turmeric products, because they are really working to get rid of that suntan. Right now my skin is nice and clean thanks to you, to Chichi Beauty Products, and that is from Jill. So let me see something here. Oh, it could come up like it used to, but I don't think that the pictures used to come up, but now the pictures are coming up. That's kind of nice. And some of you, why don't you put a picture so we could see who you are? Like Jill have a picture there. SR, no picture. Amina, no picture. Joy, no picture. Most of you don't put a picture, but Claudia have a picture there. Let's put Claudia up. There is Claudia. For those of you who have not seen Claudia before, that's what Claudia look like. Die-audit subscriber. So if you have the chance, you can put your picture there. Now Sabrina is an OG, okay? An OG, no picture. Is that like some what do you call that thing? Crocheting, Sabrina? Let me know. But yes, if you can put a picture, guys, it's good to put a picture so we can actually see you. Hi, Razi. And if you're here and you have not yet subscribed or you're not commenting, go ahead and start commenting. So let's talk about AM 7 tips on AM and PM skincare routine for fast, effective results. So I was just talking about using the turmeric on my skin to clear a suntan. Now here is a question that I need to answer. There's someone that bought our Ultra Luminous collection a few weeks ago, and I'm saying a few weeks ago. However, they sent an email to me this week somewhere, and they were saying, oh, I've been using the products for 3 weeks and I am not seeing any form of a result. 3 weeks and I've not seen any form of a result. Now, most of my OG already know what my answer would be to that. However, what I'm advising you to do, especially for people who are just starting out and have not really commit. Hi, Tracy. Wait, I'm seeing pictures today. I don't normally see pictures. That's nice. Anyway, and I've not been like committed to any form of a skincare routine. What I would ask you all to do is to take a picture before you start to use a set of products. Okay, take a picture before you start to use a set of products, because most of you all know that you could be using some products and you yourself is not seeing any result, but someone out there who can see the result. And also, if you have a picture, you can look at the picture and then look at your face to know if you're seeing any result. However, 3 weeks is a bit early to say a products are not working on the skin. You need at least 6 weeks before you can really give up on the products. You got to give the product a chance. Now, when it comes on to taking care of your skin, it's not only about applying products on the skin. And one thing that I know that I'm lacking on this channel is like our 25-day skincare challenge, because we have so many new people like buying our skincare products, but they are not familiar with like a full-blown skincare routine. And sometimes when they send, like that person, like I would try to customize a skincare routine for them, but I really don't have the time to do individual skincare routine. So I always advise people to come and watch, especially the live shows, because on the live shows, I can, really give you tips on how to take care of the skin. Now you can buy, and I say this all the time, products works better on clean skin. Now, when I talk about clean skin, I'm not just saying you wash your face and that's it. No, I encourage you all, especially if you're looking for a result, you need to exfoliate. Now, exfoliating the skin is vital for your skincare products to work. And that is because when you exfoliate the skin, you are getting rid of the grease, the dirt, and you're also unclogging the pores. Another thing that I encourage people to do is to steam the face. And most people are not aware that when you steam your face, you get the best result from your products. And it doesn't matter what company you're buying your products from, you get the best result. It's everyone's skin is different, and the way products work on one person's skin, it might not necessarily work like that on another person's skin. However, I can guarantee you, if you do your skincare routine and you really put out effort into taking care of your skin, you are going to see results. So don't give up on products just 3 weeks, especially products that there's so many hundreds of people have been, giving feedback to say this is really working, and people really love the Ultra Luminous collection. So I'm not gonna call name. I don't know if the person, most likely they might have watched the show. So all I'm advising you to do, step one, is to exfoliate at least twice per week. And if you get that chance to steam the face, you steam the face, and then you do your skincare routine by using the products. You're using the products AM and PM. Taking care of your skin takes time and effort. You got to put a little effort into it. If you put no effort, it's not. Oh, one more thing I need to say also is it's not bleaching cream. This anti-aging collection, we do not have any form of a bleaching ingredient in these products. One person respondent was really happy with the result. However, they want a more brighter looking skin, meaning that when they use the products, they need like a shade brighter to their skin. So as I'm saying, we did not put any form of a bleaching cream in the anti-aging set or the Supreme collection, because there's a wide variety of skin tone that is using the products. However, the anti-aging set is for tightening, and that's another feedback that I got is like, oh, my skin is so tight and my skin is just looking good. I could see my wrinkles diminishing. However, my skin is not looking as bright as I would want it to be. Now we have our turmeric collection, and we also have a vitamin C. Now, some of you might want to sleep on vitamin C, but don't sleep on it, because if you're looking for that brightening on the skin without actually bleaching your skin, you're going to go with vitamin C, or you can get our dark spot corrector as an added product to your anti-aging set. And we're not going to change the formula. We're not going to put any form of brightening agent in it. They are anti-aging for wrinkles, tightening the skin, making your skin have that natural glow, lifting, firming. That is what, reducing wrinkles, and also even minimizing large pores on the skin. But they're not going to give you a shade or two lighter. If you're looking for your regular skin having that natural glow, then that's it. If you're just starting out, and this happened a lot of time. Now, I normally say that skin is skin. I also like to stress that if you are like a darker shade, when you're using products on the skin, your shade should remain the same. It's just the way your skin is looking. And I'm going to try to do some videos this week on that topic, okay? You're just enhancing the skin. It's not supposed to look rough. It's not supposed to look dull once you're using the products. But you're not going to get from our anti-aging product a lighter shade above. It's just going to give you nice, smooth, tight, firm looking skin. However, if you are looking for a lighter shade, try some of the turmeric products. Try some of the vitamin C products. Try our, one product that we have in our collection that will automatically give you a lighter shade without you even trying is retinol. It's absolutely no bleaching cream in it, but that's just the way retinol works on the skin. So if you get our ultra luminous collection, you can also pick up a retinol cream with it, or a retinol serum that you use hand in hand with it if you're looking for that. I also find that a lot of my customers are looking for brighter skin tone, a shade brighter. So we are taking that into consideration, and I'm going to try to, we have the dark spot corrector, of course, but I'm trying to come up with a formula looking for all natural ingredients that can give you that. Since our dark spot corrector is our #1 selling product, so now I know what people want on their skin. But our anti-aging products, we're not going to put any form of a skin brightening agent in it, because not everyone wants that kind of a result. All right. Any question, guys? We're just here talking about how to get the best result from using your skincare products. Joy, you are looking so beautiful. You are not aging one bit. Thank you for that. I thought I was looking a little bit, haggard this week, to be honest. I arrived now. I think I'm lost. No, you're not lost. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, friend. And who is Marley? Welcome to the show. Is Pansy and Tracy. Hi, Pansy. Let me show you guys. This is Tracy. Now I could see pictures. I like that. Now we could see Pansy. So if you know, and Jackie always have her picture, but now I can see it when I, you know, click on you. Before I could only, you could only see the comment. So, um, anyone here that is struggling with their skin after using any form of a system on their skin, whether you're using my products or you're using your store-bought products, go ahead and comment so we can talk about it. The best result for your AM and PM skincare routine. Now, when it comes to AM skincare routine, guys, you do not, well, let me not say it like that. I think that you should make your skincare routine, whether AM or PM, suitable for your routine. Okay, so let's say you're a type of, you work at night. When you come home in the morning, you can make your morning skincare routine the one that you put a lot of effort into, and vice versa. Now, for most people, they are doing their morning skincare routine, their evening skincare routine. The morning skincare routine is going to be a little lighter. Depending on what you have going on with in your life, you choose whether AM or PM to spend the extra 15 minutes on the skin. There's a lot of people out there that want result. You're not going to get result unless you put the effort into it. You can go out and you can buy a bleaching cream. And when you get that bleaching cream, you can use it on your skin, just use it, whatever. You're not going to see result. But I have, and I promise you all, I'm going to bring some of these emails that I received. I have, and without exaggerating, hundreds of people asking for, you know, is there anything to fix my skin? Because I have been using bleaching cream on my skin and now my skin is looking a mess. If you're using bleaching cream and you're just putting it on your skin, yes, it's going to look lighter, but it might be like patchy, which are some of the pictures that I am receiving. You got to follow a skincare routine. Cleansing the skin is a vital, okay? Regardless of what you're going to use on the skin. You're not going to sit and you're going to see all these celebrities and you're like, oh, their skin is looking good because they have money. To some effect, it could be true because there's so many new technology where you can put your skin under, you know, these gadgets and they could pull up and tell you if your skin is too dry, blah, blah, blah. But you got to do it at home for yourself. You don't have, well, I mean, I'm yet to see a person that is very, very rich, and even when they're going to wash their face, they have someone there to wash their face 24/7. If you hear anything like this out there, let me know. Because no, you got to do it yourself, and they're going to tell you when you go home, use this, use it. They lay it out for you, and that's what I try to do on my channel. I try to lay out things for people, and even when we're making sets on Alex Maxi, if you look under, and most people forget to do that, look under the video, 90% chance I'm going to have it all laid out for you, AM and PM, and exactly what to use, when to use. But that's the most I can do for you. You got to want the change in your skin. You got to put that effort in. You got to know that, oh, you're tired tonight, you still need to take care of your skin. That's just how it is. And you got to give products time to work on the skin. As I said, it's not a bleaching cream. Anti-aging collection, ultra luminous anti-aging collection is just what it is. It is not gonna bleach your skin, but if you're looking for tightening and firming and you're looking for that, you know, youthful appearance, that's what you're gonna get. If you're looking for shades and shades lighter on the skin, please add like our vitamin C, retinol, or our dark spot corrector to your collection. And also, even though you're using those, you still have to put the effort into your skincare routine. Light routine for the mornings. Now, how many of you are still doing the ice water or using an ice roller on the skin? Gadgets are also good to add to your skincare routine. I love my ice roller. I love my ice roller, and I am normally like using a ice roller in the morning, but I have a little trick for you. If you have to go like to a function or something like that, and you have your ice roller. And if you don't have an ice roller, you could make one easily. You can get a piece of ice and you can put it like in a wash rag and you can use it on your face. So if you have to go somewhere and you think your face is looking a little off, you get your ice roller, and just before you do your makeup or fix your face, you just go right under here, right under your cheekbone. Whether you have high cheekbones or low cheekbones, you go right under it and you use that ice roller, and it's going to give your skin, like, this is not an ice roller for those of you who do not know the tools. I'm just using this as an example. An ice roller is totally different, but you go right under your cheekbones and all the way up like this. Anything you're doing to your face to give your face a little lift, you always go up, up. And once that is done, you know what's going to happen? Your face is going to have this nice little flush look. And then you put your makeup on, and then you have, something similar to how I look today. Like, oh, like my cheeks, like, I get a little Botox done and all of that, which no. It's just a trick. And I promise you all, I'm trying to find time to make videos to show, like when you're older, how to enhance your face to have a more youthful look without, going to get any fillers or this kind of thing done. And I like when I get people telling me that I do fillers. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how they do the fillers. No, my lips, brown. I'm wearing brown lipstick today. You guys might know that I love me some lipstick. Yes, I love lipstick, but I have not bought lipstick for years. Maybe about for the maybe 3-4 years, because I tend to get them in the mail, like, with YouTubers, people send us things. But these brown ones are really, really nice. Could tag them for you later on. Now, is there anyone here that is new? Okay, so Tracy, I noticed uneven skin tone. Yes, you're going to get uneven skin tone in the summertime. So my aunt was here. I don't see her on the chat today. So my aunt was here last week. Oh, my goodness. We had such a good time. And my aunt was on this trip with us, the 6 weeks that I'm telling you all. Oh, my skin got really, really burned. And so I was doing her makeup, and when I look on her face, right here, take a look at mine. From right here, all the way to here, burn. Same on the other side. And that's what happened. Guys, do not, sunshades, guys, is not just for style. Sunshades is not just for style. Now, I personally use sunshade a lot, not for style. And I've been using my shades a lot for years, not for style. Of course, I do like a nice fancy shades and all of that, but I genuinely use my sunshade for the purpose. Now, when you go out in the summer months, or if you're living somewhere where it's very hot, please put those shades on. Don't care if people are going to be like, oh, you're looking fat. Because I noticed that when, certain people wear shades, people just think that you're extra, or you're like, oh, because you have your shades on. I think that's coming from olden time when people normally dress up and put the shades on. Of course, if you watch YouTube and stuff like that, and you watch this fashion channel, you're going to see that, they put the shades on as a little extra thing. Do not only put your shades on as something extra. Wear your shades for what it is made for. And that is going to protect. And when you buy these shades, also be mindful of the design that could also cover your ear. So my aunt, she was like, oh, I forget my shades. And I noticed that all of here. So I'm talking about Tracy and even skin tone. So let me know if this is what you're experiencing, where all of right here is just darker than the rest of your face, or if all over your face you have uneven skin tone, because then I'll tell you exactly what to do. Now, for those of you who are struggling with the burn, cover them, guys. Cover your face. Wear your glasses outside. It's not just for style. It's to protect, especially if you live somewhere in the summer months. That's going to happen. The summer months, you are going to be at least 2 to 3 shades darker. 2 to 3 shades darker. And believe it or not, you don't even have to go far. You could just go in your backyard and you're going to be 2 to 3 shades shorter. Don't know why, but that tend to happen. So as I said, try to protect and be mindful of what kind of a shade you are wearing, because you need to protect that part of your face. I'm just going to show you something. Look right here. I'm not advertising. You see this glass shades that I'm wearing right here is not covering this part. So these big old shades that you see the girls I'm wearing now, that is what you should opt for to protect that side of your face. The burn is not. I was trying to find a picture with a proper shade. Uh, I'm just laughing at myself, guys, because I have a windy picture here. But anyway, I'll try to find something. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see if I could show you guys this. But a big old shade like that, see that right there? A big old shade like that covering up your face is going to protect those areas, these little side. And you wear your shade not only for style. All right, so we're moving on. Skincare routine. Skincare routine. Anyone that is here that is new, go ahead and comment. So in the morning, I personally like that little extra, that ice roller thing on my face, or you don't have ice roller, you can dip your face in ice. It helps. Believe it kind of give you this whoo with your skin. That's help to enhance your skin. When you get up in the morning, of course you're going to wash your face. You are going to wash your face and you're going to use your facial wash. Now, if you do not exfoliate in the evening, exfoliate in the mornings, okay? And exfoliating is simple. You use your exfoliator, Khichi Beauty facial polishes, any form of a facial scrub that you have, or you don't have one, you make one. It's the easiest thing to do is to make one, right? And you exfoliate the face. Now, once you do that, AM or PM, not AM and PM, but AM and PM, 2 to 3 times per week is good. That's all you need. Once that is out of the way, guys, you're going to spritz on your facial toner on your skin. The toner paved the way for the serum and the moisturizer to work better on the skin. Now, you're going to use your serum. You're using serum AM and PM on the skin. So you grab the serum after you spritz your toner on and you just press it on the skin. And then you go ahead and you use your facial cream or your facial moisturizer. That is all for the morning. That is all for the morning. However, you can switch your routine according to what you have going on in your life. Now, if you wear makeup, you can go ahead and then you can put your makeup on. A light cream is what you're using on your skin. You're not going heavy. However, when it comes on to the evening, spend time with your skin if you can. This is the time you're going to do your facial mask. This is the time you're going to steam your face. This is the time you're going to pull out your little gadgets. And this is the time you're going to pack your skin with your products. You are going to, and when I say pack, I really do mean packing your skin, because you want products that's going to work on the skin while you sleep. While you sleep. So what do? Of course, you are gonna, if you have not exfoliated in the morning, you're gonna exfoliate in the evening. Someone asked a question, when do I wear a facial mask? And my advice would be, wear your facial mask when you have the time to leave it on your skin for 30 minutes. Now, if you're a person that don't have time, you gotta make the time. And how do you make that 30 minutes if you don't have time? You're going to put it on your face even while you're having your breakfast. If you're, you're eating you are into eat that breakfast, you put it on. Another thing, if you are like doing housework, you can use your mask. You put it on and you go about your business. No matter how busy your schedule is, you have a day that you can basically take an half an hour for yourself. It doesn't matter how busy your schedule is. That half an hour. I would put on my mask while I'm editing. I'm still working, but the mask is there. And how often should you wear that mask? 2 to 3 times per week. I swear by mask. I love them. I made it like hundreds of them on my channel, and we have some on alexmaxi.com. They help your skin to look better. So along with doing your skincare routine with just your products, you grab a mask and you also grab a facial polish. Molly, is it okay to exfoliate the skin on the face and neck 4 times a week? Also, how long should you steam for? Personally, I exfoliate my skin 4 times a week too. I sometimes do 5 times a week. I have a day when I'm exfoliating, but I'm steaming and doing all that once a week, like totally steam and, do all of that good jazz. However, the Chichi Beauty facial polishes, this one, I would say the blueberry is the lightest one, the more gentler one. And I find myself just going in and reaching for this all the time. Now, when I want like a real scrub, now I use the silicone brush with like the vitamin C or even the turmeric on my skin. So this one I always have in the bathroom, and I feel like I use it at least 4 to 5 times a week. So it depends on the exfoliator. If you have an exfoliator that is really, really rough, you're not going to use it 4 times a week. If you have an exfoliator that when you use it, it's kind of irritates you, you're not going to use it 4 times a week. But if you have an exfoliator that is really gentle on the skin, and that is why we do the polishes for Chichi Beauty collection, we try to make them as gentle as possible. Although if you over rub, then it could irritate your skin because the granules are there, but they're just finely milled. So know your skin. If you have really sensitive skin, do not exfoliate 3-4 times a week. However, if you have normal skin and you're using a gentle exfoliator, then why not? Why not? Kenya, Magdalene, Brooklyn, New York, welcome. Now, how long should you steam for? Now, if you have a steamer and you're steaming your face, the steamer is going to go for about 3 minutes or so. A lot of you have those steamer. Correct me how long your steamer goes for. I said don't go over 3 minutes steaming your face. 3 minutes could be a long time too, Just steam your face for about 3 minutes, and your skin. So I say 3 minutes. I feel like those steamers stop like about 3 minutes. 5 minutes is too long. 5 minutes is too long. Although if you go get your face done, a facial, and they're doing the steaming, I would say they take about 5 minutes, but they're doing other things. And sometimes they push away the steamer and do it. So do you steam your face for about 3 minutes? Yeah, so steamer is about 3 minutes. Thank you, Claudia. So I said about 3 minutes, you go ahead and you steam your face. It's really good to steam. I do know, let me be honest with you. I know that life sometimes don't give you the opportunity to steam your face like as often as you want to, or to spend that time with yourself. But you know what I admire a lot? And even on YouTube, I like to watch videos where people are really dedicated to their skincare routine. And at night, you see them just taking off, and doing, and you could tell people that are doing it for the camera, different from people who really do their skincare routine. So I have a friend, in Italy. She's Italian. She lives in Italy. And like when she come to visit, she ain't playing with the skincare routine. I admire that. When I say she's not playing with her skincare routine, and I have nothing to do with it. It's not a situation where, oh, she's around you, so no, nothing to do with it. She's taking off that makeup. She's doing, and I love that. I love that. I do know not everyone have that kind of a day, but try to make that day. I wish I was like that. I do products. I love to take care of my skin, but that dedication, like I wish I have that. And I wish I have that kind of a time to spend on my skin, like in the evening. Like I would say she doing skincare routine in the evening, like almost an hour, because she's really doing her skincare routine. I really don't have that precious time. So sometimes I feel like I rush my skincare routine. And that is why when I'm wearing a mask, I would just put the mask on, sit and do my work, while the mask is working. But that, when I say dedication, but you could try it for yourself. And not only that, I feel like It makes you feel better about yourself. So last week I was talking about this video, someone that I do watch, and not, that's another thing that I admire about this person that I watch, is that they are always, always, always doing their skincare routine. It's amazing. I don't know if I could find her. So I was gonna show you her, but when you watch her videos at night, when she, take off her, she always, always taking off the makeup, and it's good. It's good to see that. So practice that. I'm kind of on a roll where I am trying to change up a bit. When I was younger, I was that person that, when I tell you, I was so organized. I was that person, like you see behind me right now. I do a few shows, and it's not, everything is not in place. That would not be me. Somebody sent me this thing. I was looking at it and I put it there, and I'm not even advertising it because, yeah. But anyway, anyway, there's nothing is wrong with advertising other people's products, but they do send me a lot of products, okay? And I'm going to take the time to make a video for some of the products that they send me, like this one, Legacy, is a mother and daughter thing. So I was just going through the products that they sent. But anyway, what I'm saying, I used to be like so dedicated to everything. Everything. When you look at do what you can while you're young, do what you can while you're young. Because sometimes when life take over, the things you swear that you wouldn't do is the things that you're actually doing. When I say I was organized, I was so organized. If you come to my home and you open like my drawers, like where I have like my Andes, I mean, they're like that. Some of them is still the same like that. But everything was like so organized. If you open my drawer and you shift something in my drawer, I would be able to open my drawer and I would say someone was in my drawer. That's how I was. I don't have like that quality time anymore to do these kind of things. And I wish it's like I want to get back my life there. I want to get back my life to where I was like so organized. But those days you'd believe I have more time. You do a 9 to 5, you have a lot of time. When you work for yourself, you find that you don't have that kind of a time. And the things that mean so much, unless you're going to pay somebody to do it. And that's how you realize that in life, when you start to grow, it's not, say, you're showing off, like, oh, you go get an helper, you're showing off. No. It's because you really need the helper, right? Like right now, for me, I really need a helper to keep me in check. Like, not to keep me in check, but the things that, if I want my place to look like it used to look, like all dull, like nice, like everything in place, then I would have to, because 24 hours in one day, I can't stretch myself that thin. But anyway, back to skincare routine. Kind of off track a bit, right? Back to skincare. That's why I love Sunday Chit Chat. Sunday Chit Chat, I can talk a little bit, about me. Rosie, I'm dedicated to my skincare routine as a result of the 25-day skincare challenge, which started years ago. I make the time. It's not an hour, but I definitely see results and love me, my me time. So this is what I'm talking about, the me time, the me time. And I'm telling you, as the people buy our products, right? And they're so excited. They always be like sending back emails like, oh my goodness, my skin. And that's all because they're doing their skincare routine. And that's another reason why, for people that are just starting out, I always recommend them getting a set. And the reason why I recommend a set is because not everyone, I have so many emails sometimes with people, they would buy a set of products and they really don't know how to use it. Not everyone know how to put the products together to make a set. So I always encourage new people, buy a set because it's already laid out for you. And not only that, under those sets, I have, how to do AM and PM skincare routine, especially for effective result. So that is, let me see. Right. So that's what I'm talking about. Rosie, always make time and do those skincare routine. All right. So back to what I was saying, when it comes on to getting a set of products, you get a set of products, you know what to use in the morning, you know what to use in the evening. Now, if you're new to skincare products, I do not introduce extra things to you. I don't like to introduce extra things. And that's how we do the 25-day skincare challenge. We start slowly, 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 and then you could add things on to it. Now, people do not have patience. How many of you have patience? People don't have patience these days. You know that people don't have patience these days. People want fast result like Al or ChatGPT, like, but no, it don't work like that when it comes onto your skin. I do know that, and I do believe technology is gonna reach the stage. Like right now, they have like machines that you could just go put your face. You can even do it online, and the machine will tell you what shade of makeup to get. Now they have machine that can also now. I have not visited a spa for a while, right? But I remember treating my skin, well, really my skin myself, to a spa date, and I actually got myself a facial. Now, when you go to these spas, if you do whatever it is that you order, right, to be done to you, bet you bottom dollar that, especially if you're like doing facial and stuff like that, they're gonna find something to tell you that is going on with you that you need to spend a little more for something. Hi, Auntie Enid, welcome. They're gonna find something that is going on with you so you could spend a little bit more money. So she put me under the thing, right? Put on the machine on my face, and honestly, I take care of my skin. So she was like, "Oh, your skin is amazing. However, it's a little bit dry." So right now, she's trying to tell me to do another thing to my face that is going to take care of my dry skin. And I knew right there and then that she was BSing me, because you can't go from telling me that my skin is okay to it's a little dry, and then you're going to offer me to spend another $100 or another $80 to do something else to my skin. So, so I really didn't take it, guys, because I know the trick. I know, so you need to know your skin also. You need to know your skin. That's when if you have the opportunity to go to these places, you can actually know what they're going to say about your skin. So let's say you have oily skin and you go and you do your facial, they put it under the machine. You expect them to tell you that, your skin is a little oily. Like for me, I know my skin, right? And I know when I go, they're going to tell me, "Oh, your skin is amazing." And sometimes they even put an age to it. Like, your skin is amazing for your age. However, your skin is a little dry. I do, at this stage, my skin do get dry, to be honest. But when it comes onto my face, for some reason, my face don't get dry. Maybe it's the only part of my body that don't get dry. But anyway, the machines are good, guys. These machines are good. So what I was trying to say, I feel like eventually they're going to come up with something that you could just, go lay down under, you put your face, and they have a whole bunch of things just, and you come out and your face is looking younger. Like, I feel like they're going to get to that, and it's all about products and do your neck and all of that, and you come out and you're good. Like, yeah, because they're really moving fast. But in the meantime, guys, I don't know if they have it already, but I don't think if they have it, most people is aware of it. But in the meantime, you got to spend the time to take care of your skin for yourself. And even if they have it, it's going to be so expensive when it just come out that most of us can't afford it. Okay, so spend that extra time on your skin. And not only are you spending that extra time on your skin, is that you're doing something for you. Do you know, I have a bunch of women that I talk to, and the skincare routine is a thing. And the confidence, I think I should, not everyone want to be on camera and all of that. And there's a lot of things that I might do behind the scene that I don't bring on the channel. And I do know if I bring these things on the channel, it would also make great views. But sometimes and maybe that's the downside to me, it's not everything you do you want to be out there. But anyway, confidence is what these people get when they are taking care of their skin. You could have someone that is so down, so not, just life is just having that person like down, and that person started to take care of their self, their skin, you know, doing their little facial and all of that. And within a month or so, that person would go from like a down, just discouraged person to a more upbeat, like, you know, finally they like life. Then now they want to do their hair. Now, oh, they want to get their nails done. They just feel so alive. And this is what I'm saying. You spend that time on yourself because it can do this for you. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Okay? It makes a difference. It makes you feel like you're living. And I do understand that some people, it's all about like, okay, you have this amount of food, you can eat and you feel like you're living. But you could be eating all that food and you're getting all, you know, big and heavy stomach. And especially when you're getting older, you can't eat all that food anyway. And you just don't feel like yourself. But when you start to take care of yourself, and another thing, guys, don't have anything to do with skincare, put yourself together at home. It also makes a difference. For those of you who are retired and you're home, don't be there in no old clothes in the house, okay? Put your nice clothes on. And if you're retired and you're home, it's the best time for you because now you're going to spend time on yourself. So you have that quality time to get, and all these grandchildren that is, who am I talking to today? That is coming in that you'll be looking at these grandkids and you can't find the time. Stop it, man. Everyone needs to take care of their kids. I do understand. Don't come at me for that, but it's the truth. I do understand that they're your grandkids, but you should have special time when you get the grandkids. It shouldn't be your duty to always be taking care of those grandkids. This is the time you need to be the fancy doll up. You do your work already. Let them come once a month or twice a month for a weekend. But you shouldn't be like babysitting the grandkids and hindering you from, you know, getting up, cleansing your skin, putting on your nice clothes and walk around in the house like, ooh, ooh. It shouldn't be. You need that time for yourself. And I hope I don't offend anybody when I say this, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And if you can get out of the house, you get out of the house. You know, you don't just stay locked in the house. You get out of the house, you go about and you look and you find little things that is happening in your community. And if you can, you take part in these things. You need to live. And when you go and you put on your best, you do your facial and you go and you feel good. I don't like to see like older people like just sitting down and feel like this is it. Someone sent me an email and they were like, I think it is too late for me. Like, no. It's never too late. You could be 80, you could be 90. It's never too late. That's my philosophy. It's never too late to take care of you. And I always feel like when you take care of your skin at an older age, it gives you more life, more zest for life. And I'm saying this because of emails that I'm receiving with like people that feel like, oh, and like, and then they just start to just, you know, follow a simple thing as a skincare routine, and then everything change. Everything change for them. They're now feeling good about themselves. Now they're living, and now they go from not only doing their skincare routine to doing other things that they would not normally do for confident. Let's see, Aminia. Absolutely no offense. True words. I've never been spoken. I have moments where I say to my daughter, I'm unavailable, meaning don't call me to watch the children. I'm busy dancing. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Grandparents are not babysitters. Grandparents need to enjoy the grandchildren when they have the time to enjoy the grandchildren. When the grandchildren come over, it means that the grandparents have this time to give to the children. Not grandparents want to go play bingo and can't go because they have to be babysitting. Nah, they already did that. That's just me, guys. You don't have to agree with me. That's just me. But some of us, like, we just take up all that burden and not living. No, stop it. And don't be offended because I'm saying that. It's just my feelings about it. I would sit a grandchild when I feel like I need to spend time with my grandchild, because once it's going to be like, I got to do it all the time, now it becomes a duty. And you don't need that. You do that already. You need to be doing your facial. You know, you need to be taking care of you. You need to be exfoliated. You need to get in the massage on your neck. You don't have the time for the cry, you know, unless it's a weekend that you're like, okay, yes, bring them over. I'm going to make that cookie with them. I'm going to cook my favorite, you know, thing for the kids, and you enjoy that. And then they just go. Anyway, thank you, Chichi, for the reminder. I need to wear nicer clothes around the house. I always take time for my skincare. Yes, wearing nicer clothes around the house makes you feel better. You know, a lot of times I come on the show, right? Nowadays, and you might be like, I'm telling you, like, I'm in a pajama or so. I'm done with the wearing old clothes in the house. I'm done with that. I'm dolling up myself, and then like this is also another house lounger that I'm wearing. And this is how I look at home. This is not because of the show, except you know I might lose this when I'm at home. Yeah, and like today, you know, a little extra doll upon my face. I don't wear makeup at home, period. But unless somebody's coming over, I might put a little eyeliner on or whatever. But putting on my nice clothes, and I feel good. I feel good. Especially I do my little facial and thing, and I put my nice little housewear on. I feel good. And I could get more work done. And I'm not even joking, guys. And this is the truth. I get up in the morning, I put, you know, do my little facial, and I put my little nice loungers on, home clothes. Yes, and I buy home clothes now. And you can get home clothes like on Shein and these sites for cheap. So nowadays you have no excuse not to look good at home, right? And when I put myself together, I get so much work done. If I get up in the morning and I was like, just go straight to work, I don't get half as much done. But I'm so motivated. I go, I take that shower, I'm singing and then feel good. So yes, put yourself together. Get out of the old clothes. I get out of the old clothes. For real, for real, for real. And some of us have some old clothes, and because we're home, we're putting it on. No, it's time to declutter. Okay? Declutter. Anyway, I know, where's the time going? I know we're talking about skincare, but if you're an OG on this channel, you would also know that our motto on this is all about taking care of you overall, not just your skin, but overall taking care of you. I promise I'm going to stop at making these healthy drinks. So here's a true story, guys. My auntie, Alice Day, she's on the live right now. Alice Day, when she's spending time here, I eat real good because she does all the cooking, and most time I don't have time for that. But she make my beet. She's always making me the beet and the carrot mix. I love that. Like I really love that. So the other day I went to the grocery and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make some carrot and beet because I really like to drink it, guys. I don't overdo it, but you know, a little glass a day or so is good. Fresh beet and carrot. And I picked up a good bit of beet because I'm gonna make the beet, and that was 2 weeks ago. So I went on my little tray thing that I have, like, you know, beets and all these kind of thing. I feel my beets like really soft. I took them, I put them in the refrigerator to see if I could harden them up a bit. But I promise you, when I make that, I'm gonna make that beetroot this week, and I hope I'm gonna remember to record it. I'm gonna record it. But yes, I want to, you know, start making back some of those videos. And, you know, I have videos like with the lemon, how to make lemonade and all these kind of things. So I'm going to bring those back. So definitely, you know, Jackie Mom. So I was going to the supermarket with my husband, and I was putting in my earring. He asked if I have to wear an earring to go to the store. And of course, yes, you got to wear the earring to go to the store, because what other time you're going to find to wear it? You know what I noticed, guys? And as I tell you, I've been watching some of these people, you know, well-to-do people. And when they're home, they're wearing their best. If you have like a real expensive ring, do you wear it out? Or you have it in a box, put away in the safe, or something like that? That was me. I never wear my expensive stuff at home. And when I'm to go out, depending on where I'm going, I'm still not wearing it because then I'm thinking, I might lose it. It's not good to wear this to this place, blah, blah, blah. Wear them at home. Yeah. Put on your very best and all your expensive jewelry. Wear them at home. Because when I watch these, and I'm going to use the word rich people, I see them wearing all their nice, expensive jewelry at home. If you're scared of wearing your nice things out, wear them at home where you're comfortable, you're safe, and you'll be surprised how it makes you feel. You'll be surprised how it makes you feel. And stop running out because you're just running out and you don't put yourself together. I learned that the hard way. So nowadays, I try to put myself together before I get up. However, years ago, when I was younger, you would not catch me getting out of the house without looking all doll up, nice, this, like really, really nice. Now I find myself so busy that sometimes I gave you all the story. I run in the fish market looking like a little bomb, and I run into people. So now I know I'm not running outside. I'm going to put on my stuff and I'm going to wear my stuff. Another thing, guys, when you're getting older in life, wear your stuff. Because what you're saving it for? Somebody's going to wear it for you. And guess what? Somebody's going to wear your stuff when you're gone that might not appreciate it as much as you appreciate it. Don't know that you were saving like for a whole 2 years to buy a nice diamond earring. Don't know that you take all your paycheck and splurge on something and they're just going to get it and just throw it down and just, abuse it because they don't know the value of it or what you go through to get it. Wear your stuff now. Don't save it up for nobody. Wear your stuff now. Another thing that you need to do. So here's another story. When I was growing up, and I think I talked about this before on this channel. So when I was growing up, yes, I grew up, a part of my life with my stepmom. And they have cabinets. Now, is either we call it cabinet back then. Now they change it to break front and sideboard. They have all kind of names for them now. But they used to put the very best drinking glass, wine glass, nice plates and stuff. They have all of that in the cabinets. And as a child, I used to just go and watch that cabinet. And I said to myself at a very young age, I'm not doing that when I get older. I'm going to use my thing. They only take those things out if they're having visitors. Don't do that. Use your stuff. I drink out of the most expensive glass that I have. As a matter of fact, and I'm going to be honest with you, I stopped giving visitors my most expensive stuff because I don't want to break it. Because I'm going to be mad. Yes. So guess what? I buy cheaper things for when visitors come, but they look good. And they all watch my show. They know it's true. And I treat myself to the very best. Stop saving up the best things for strangers. Stop doing that. Use your stuff for you. You buy it for you. The most expensive plate that you have, use it for yourself. Use it for yourself. Don't save it for only when visitors come. No, stop doing that. Use the stuff. And I use my stuff right throughout the year. I'm obsessed with like a dining table. I'm obsessed with it. And I change my plates right throughout the year. So I have a set of plates for Christmas. I take them off. After Christmas, January, February, I have this set of plate. I take them off. March, April. I'm rotating my stuff. And that's the honest truth. I'm rotating my stuff because I want to use everything. I don't want to have a set of plate that I don't use for 10 years or, when people come, I take it out. No, I rotate my stuff. Rotate. So this is a way to, for those of you who have all your nice things spark up in your break front or you whatever, rotate them. That's how you get to use them. So the knife and fork set that you use this month or for 2 months, you change it to the next one. If you have more, if you have 3, 4, you change it and then you get a chance to use everything that you have. I'm just saying. Better yet, don't buy those fancy dishes. Just buy good dishes for the everyday. The fancy dishes could be the everyday. You know how I do that also? I had an everyday thing, but now I'm using the fancy dishes right throughout the time. However, if I have people coming while I have the fancy dishes on my table, I would be like, these are not microwavable. You got to say it and don't be embarrassed to say, you cannot put these in the microwave. You got to use, the microwave plates. That's our, regular plates right there. But I'm going to treat myself to the fancy dish because I'm obsessed with like a nice dish. And that was from I was a kid. So I'm going to treat myself to it, but I'm not going to store it away and not use it. I am taking just, okay, I want a cookie. I'm taking out a nice dish and I'm putting my cookie on it and make me feel good. And I'm taking out my nice glass and I'm drinking out of it with my face all done up, just exfoliate and my nice lounger, and I feel good. That's the stage I'm at in life, to be honest. That's the stage I'm at. I was being sarcastic because the store was nearby and I didn't, okay, and I didn't have to bother to wear the earring. And that's another thing we always say, oh, we're not, oh, we're just jumping out there. So we're just running out there. Oh, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. Years ago, one of my cousins told me that she don't know, but she normally go to the green grocery on a Saturday. And she said, the day, I never forget, she was telling me, the day that I go to the green grocery and don't put myself together is the day that I run into people from my community from back home. And she always said, it never failed. The day I just like, let me just run out. She actually, and you know how we all are, especially if you're going to run into people from your past and all of that. You don't want people to see you looking shabby. You want to look good. But she's always like, the day I don't get myself together, that's the day I run into people I don't want to see. So always, it doesn't matter. You're just going to the corner. And, a lot of people wouldn't understand. Like when you're in New York and we would say, okay, we're just going to the corner, other state. And so you're going to go grocery, you got to go like a mile away, or, you have to drive on the highway and all of that. Like if you're living in New York, almost every corner have some form of a convenience store, or, the green groceries just right on the corner. Like, that is it. So sometimes, you could be like, okay, so I don't have sweet pepper. I'm just going to run to the corner to get the sweet pepper. So if you live in New York, you understand what I'm saying. But you just run to the corner like me, and I just run into somebody that watched my show. Oh gosh, I'm hiding my face. No, so I just stopped that. And actually it makes me feel good about myself. Now, it's hard when you have been conditioned to do for others. Now that I'm older, I find myself asking, what am I doing? I deserve the very best. Yes. One of my surrogate mother did exactly that. Oh, stop buying the fancy dishes and buy good dishes for the everyday. So, the good dishes for the, okay. How many of you, answer this, guys? How many of you, like, you use one set of dishes years and years and years and years? Comment, guys. Let me know. It's not a bad thing. Don't think I'm, coming at you if you answer that you do, because a lot, the good dishes, like Claudia is talking about, I know someone, and yes, the person is well to do, and they do buy good dishes, like really, really good dishes. However, these dishes, full set, can microwave and everything like that. They look good, and they would keep this set of dishes for years and years till, maybe one break here, two break there, da, 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 da. And let's say after about 5 years, then they would change and get a new set. So people just do that. How many of you do that? Comment, and let me know. And nothing is wrong with that. And what's the question, Claudia? Go ahead and comment. I'm waiting for the question. Go ahead and comment. Now, that is something that I could do too, but I'm upset. I stopped buying dishes now, to be honest. I stopped. But I use the same dishes for many years. Okay, so there's one person that is doing this. Marley, I use the same dishes for many years because I know people do that. And they have companies also that if you buy like the good dishes from, and like you break a few of them, they could replace them. Same set, they replace them. So people tend to do that. Now the reason for me, as I said, I have the same fancy dishes from since yeah. Do you use them though? Do you use them? That is the thing. like I haven't bought dishes now for, well, I bought some everyday like soup bowls and stuff like that recently. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You use the dishes. You use the dishes, whether it is fancy, yes or no. But yes, my dishes are not new. My dishes are not new. But there's a time in my life when I was like obsessed with dishes. So I have, yes, I have that kind of a break from thing with one, two, probably about 7 to 8. Yeah, I mean, some people drink, some people do a lot of things. Yeah, some people have weakness, but I stopped now. I stopped buying new ones. Yeah, but I rotate what I have. So those are some things that I like. So yes, you could catch me on that, but I stopped, right? So that's what I'm saying. But yes, it's the same dishes that I am rotating now, but I have several sets, to be honest. And teapots. I'm actually addicted to teapots. Talking about teapots, I cannot find one of my teapots. Guys, yeah, and it is from a set, right? So yes, I am the type of person that like a good tea set, and I use them too. I do know that sometimes some of the family members come around, and if I use a tea set, they feel like they're not getting enough tea in the teacup. Like my aunt Opie, you got to give her the big coffee cup. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I don't have room in my home for a china cabinet. I also ate this dusting things that just sit around and do nothing but gather dust. And that's why you use them. Now, how many of you grew up having to how many of you grew up having to wash those dishes during the holidays, like the Christmas time? You got to wash those dishes, And I know I'm Caribbean, but I also know like a lot of people like in America, like from the South and all of that, they had was to do the same thing from those cabinet. Yes, storage could be a problem. Storage could be a problem. I'm just lucky to have storage, but storage could be a problem. So I get it. I get it. But anyway, guys, what we were just talking about is just basically taking care of you. So Claudia did. Anyone else had was to wash those dishes holidays? I had to when I was growing up. I told you all that they just store them right here for visitor. Really, the best of the best. So they take them out during the holidays, and you got to wash them and set them out to dry, and you got to clean down that cabinet like nice and clean, and then you put them back in there, and they stay there till next year. To the following year to use them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Use the things. Use the things, and take care of your skin. It's good. I hate washing the holiday dishes. See what I mean? No. How many you can? Is there anyone else is gonna comment that they had us to do that? We had us to do that, and that is why I probably hate that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use my things. Mario, yes, I was the one assigned to wash the dishes during the holiday and all at other times too. Yes, and then they're gonna trust the one that they think is not gonna break them. But yeah, use your stuff, guys. Don't save them up for what? I had out of that cabinet. So my stepmom passed away a few years ago, and I promise you guys, I'm gonna bring it and show you. And there was this set. I know now that I look at it, it's like they're like shot glass, but they're in this like cute tray, like this nice little thing, and they are nice and cute. And I used to look at that a lot, and that was one thing that I took from the house. I took that set. I have it here with me for that. Like, a souvenir. I would never ever get rid of that. I have it here with me, and I promised myself that I'm going to take it out and use it, but I don't want to break any, if that makes sense, because like I'm so scared of breaking one, because that's coming from them from childhood. So I have it as a souvenir in my home. And yeah, she stored all those things up, never used them. And now what happened? She should have used her stuff. I don't mind cleaning. I miss having space. Okay, so that's an issue also. Space is a problem. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that you could watch. I normally watch those videos too, because I admire people that can just really utilize a small space. and they would just take that little small space and they would do everything, and when they're done, it's not junky, it just looked nice. I watch a lot of those kind of videos because, you know, certain things is, you know, I wish I could do. I wish I could just take a small space and like this little office that I have in here, it's not as little, but if I have someone come in, they probably would like put up shelves and all of that, and all these things would be able to be on a shelf and it would look so nice. A small space, a small space. I'm probably gonna start to watch some do-it-yourself video so that I could, like, yeah, tiny house videos. Yes, I love those. I really and truly love those kind of videos. But anyway, guys, my time is up and it is Sunday. Starting tomorrow, we're posting video every day. Now, I think I'm going to move from 10 to 11 to post the videos every day so I could really get the video up. But for the month of June, we are going to try to post a video every single day. What we want you to do is to watch it, share it, and watch a video to the end. And if you can't watch it, don't just click on it and, you know, thumbs it up and then you don't watch it. That don't help us. The algorithm just throw the video out because, you know, you just do that, and we're bringing new content, no repeat content for you, so watch out for that. And don't forget, oh, we're having a friends and family on in our store starting this week, so look out for that notification and look out for the emails. You're going to get some really good discount. Okay, and also, guys, don't forget to give us reviews when you use our products. We are, you know, we are grateful for the reviews that help other people to find us, so give us your review. And as I said, this week I'm going to try to do a few live because I've been missing all week, but we're coming back with some live shows this week. Okay, live. Thank you so much. Have a great week. I love and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for listening to me just baba, and I'll see you in my next live or my next video. Bye-bye. Have a great week, guys. Don't forget, hi Linda A. Don't forget to take care of you. Definitely take care of you. That's the most important thing that you can do for yourself. Bye, everyone.